Let's go to Europe.
Well,
What?
Europe.
Oh.
Europe we're going, but that's not where the hot men are.
Let's go to the Alps. Why not? Why are we going then?
What up, you little fuck?
Okay, guys, I'm doing something really fucking stupid right now. We have an emergency debrief situation. Hi, this is Hallie from the streets of New York. Guys, I had every intention of staying in last night. Baby, lock them doors and lay them lights down low. Guys,
Play that music soft and slow.
welcome back to Extra Dirty. I miss you guys so much. I don't know what happened last week. There was a little kerfuckle, some unforeseen circumstances, and my list of people who will rue this day has grown a couple inches longer. Just know that. Anyways, let's talk about Stagecoach. We're here. I'm here with Lauren. I'm here with Liv, the girls, and the gays. Graydon, I think, is taking a nap right now.
Here he comes.
Here he comes in. Cookie. Yeah, he's in his robe. He woke up this morning and basically ate and then went back and took a nap. I'm not judging you,
I
but
took 3 naps today and it's only 2 p.m.
yeah. Let's begin this episode explaining what Stagecoach is for people that don't know. It's the country version of Coachella. Coachella, for me personally, I've talked about this before, is just too overstimulating. It's too sceney. I don't know. It's how I'd compare it is like Hamptons versus the Nantucket.
It's like a
You know what I mean?
fashion show.
Like
It's
Nantucket's
like
more casual and chill.
Instagram fashion show.
And Hamptons is like where you want to be seen.
Yeah, Sini.
Yeah, and people are just like enjoying themselves and just vibing. Not to say that people don't enjoy themselves at Coachella. I just feel like everyone's just like, there's like less like,
Not to offend the Coachella goers.
I'm not offended. I'll go to Coachella next year, I think. We were pre-gaming every single day of this weekend with Charlie XCX.
Yeah.
And all my like TikToks I've posted have been to like Charlie XCX and not country music. And people are commenting being like, baby, you're at the wrong music festival.
I'm done.
Yeah.
When we were at Zach Bryan the other night, there like seriously no one had their phones out. Like people would take their phone out, take a picture, take a video, put it away, and like everyone was dancing and singing and having so much fun. I have never been to Coachella, but from the videos I saw from this year specifically, that was not the case. People like don't dance.
Why not?
It's just a sea of phones.
Yeah. Be more present.
I almost felt uncomfortable taking my phone out yesterday.
No, yeah. Everyone's just like having like Jelly Roll. We saw him last night. He was amazing. He looks great. His visuals were off though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like everything.
something going
I
on
couldn't
there.
see him.
Yeah, that
No.
was sad.
I do. Zach Bryan was really good.
I don't
so
like him.
good.
You don't like him?
I don't like his music, and I think he's ugly.
Jeez.
I like his music.
I like his music.
I mean, I don't know him personally, but I probably, if I had to guess, would say he would not be my favorite person, considering the slurs. But yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
great song.
The slur is being considered.
The slurs being considered, no,
Yeah.
but the music is good.
But I think his music is depressing and sad.
It's like
I mean,
the best
listen,
driving
I don't
to
listen
music.
to his music, but watching him live,
Best
it was
driving to
fun.
music?
Yeah.
You listen to like EDM when you drive.
No, I actually listen to Zach Bryan or EDM.
That's a crazy
Lauren is
fluctuation.
a woman of
Spectrum
rain.
is-
I don't have a middle
That's
ground.
That's insane. Can we talk about the weather though? Like, I don't mean to like be like, hi, this is a podcast, let's talk about the weather. But the weather was fucking diabolical. I did not pack properly for this. I didn't think I would need like a full fucking bust down trench
Puffer coat.
Puffer coat.
There was
I'm
a
like,
man
where's my
wearing a
long
fur
I need
coat?
my
last
Canada
night.
Goose. Like, I'm fucking cold.
Wait, you actually did bring like a down jacket, the gray one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
You
think.
did?
Yeah. For
Smell
my
like a full-
traveling.
Oh,
I
feather
wore it over my
yes.
juicy tracksuit.
Yeah. I think we should start with what is like most prominent in my memory from the last few days, which was the flock. No, the herd.
Yeah.
Because they're like cattle of hockey players. There's like a hockey team, like I guess you could say nearby within the state. And there were like 11 of them just like literally left, right, like taking the same steps, like walking to this, like talking at the same time, clones of each other. And the way that they herded themselves around Hallie.
Because
They were
started talking
literally
about my
like
fake tits.
foaming at the mouth and like chanting basically. Like it was so crazy. Me and Lauren, I look at Lauren, I go, does she need help? It was so crazy.
Like me, she's like, look at the circle of men around
They're like,
Hallie right now.
Bonnie Blue.
ooh, Bonnie Blue. Like,
No, literally, I felt like that.
foaming at the mouth. Then I look over at Hallie and she's like,
Well, the hockey boys, I've talked about this before. Hockey guys, not really my type. I dated one. You can just tell by like the way they stand in their build and just something about how they stand screams hockey to me.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Those
I
boys
feel like
also
it's the
were not
hair.
chic. Those
It's
weren't
the
chic
hair, but
hockey
also, like,
players.
the Oakley sunglasses, like they're not chic at all.
No,
They have
they're
no
like,
style. That's what it is.
no style. Like I think he was wearing, one of them was like, they were like wearing bandanas around their necks with like graphic like they just looked really bad.
Not the graphic.
Okay, I
tees.
will say,
Not
not all hockey men, because a couple of our friends date. And
No,
one of my
yeah.
friends, like they can be chic. They have
Those
potential,
weren't.
and they don't. These ones don't
those
meet.
weren't.
I think they were too young. I think that's what it is.
They talked young too. I was telling you, they were like, yo, get under that guy's skin. You gotta be like, yo, buddy, you're nursing that drink, bro.
Yo, buddy.
He's like, that would be so funny if you say that to him and it's gonna get, you gotta say to him, did you call him over yet? I'm like, what's happening?
Like, who are you talking about? They all have Canadian accents, and they're from like Massachusetts.
No.
They're like,
They were
eh,
kind of-
eh? You
they
want
were
to drink,
trying
eh?
to, like,
I'm
stick
like, you're
Zyns in
from
Hallie's mouth.
Florida.
They were trying to stick Zyns into my mouth.
They're so weird.
And I was like, I will literally fall over. Once, so my ex-boyfriend in high school, he used to dip, like long cut, like actual dip. Like he would have a spitta.
Long cut.
They used to call it a spitta.
they were spitting up around you.
Lauren.
Lauren,
They were.
Lauren, they would have a spitta.
Spitta.
That's what they called.
That's what they call it in Boston.
Yeah,
Spitta.
a spitta.
is that the
kid.
cup?
It was a spitta.
Yeah, a cup.
Yeah. And, it's
And
like
they
brown.
would like spit into it, and like people would like mistake it, like always a red Solo cup. I remember people would like mistaken for it for their own drink at parties.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Once I would like, he would like literally be dipping while I'd be giving him head. That was like a thing for me.
It's like me spitting when I'm whitening my teeth. You know. Like,
Yeah, literally.
but
like, that's, like,
extremely
because you
different.
can't swallow it, right? Because it just like is supposed to go into
I don't
your
think
gum.
you're supposed to, but like I tend to.
Do you know I tried it once?
No, I mean dip.
Yeah, I was throwing up everywhere. Me and like two of my girlfriends when we were 15, because like all our boyfriends were hockey players, and we're like, I want to see what the hype's about. So I was like, okay, let's try it. And so I put it like a fat fucking lip in, and I was like, I literally thought I was seeing stars.
Hallie put one
Little
in like
Hallie.
each corner.
Yeah.
No, I like
You know,
an upper
Hallie's just
decker,
chewing
below
it.
decker, a
Hallie's
triple
like, I
feel
double.
nothing.
Yeah,
I got nicotine poisoning like
not
that
one.
once from hookah.
the condom.
Not the condom. I got nicotine poisoning from hookah when I
That
was
is some
in
pussy
in
shit.
high school. I was at a pool party, and my boyfriend at the time, who was like so toxic and scary, like if you're seeing this, you're so scary. He like picked me up from the pool party because he was just like mad that I was there, and I like started throwing up in his car because of the hookah. It was really crazy.
I got caffeine poisoning once.
All right, we have a special guest. Graydon, come down. This literally
Graydon's
feels.
gonna fall asleep again.
This literally feels like a fucking casting couch.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm really tired.
No, we've had some long nights. We have like the responsible ones that are sitting on either side of me, and then we have the feral crew, which is me, Graydon, and Margot is passed out somewhere.
I just like don't. You just have a stamina that I don't have.
I don't.
I actually,
Graydon, you.
no, Graydon,
Yes,
you're
you-
worse than me.
Yeah.
I don't have stamina.
No,
Wait,
Graydon,
you
you
do.
could have stayed up until 9 a.m.
Yeah, but the next day, like, it ruins my whole day.
But I,
Yes. But you sleep the whole day.
I haven't slept today.
you woke up at noon, ate lunch, and went back to lie down in your bed.
I didn't get a lot of sleep.
No shit.
We were in the Sprinter last night, coming home from a party. It was 5:30 a.m. We're all fucking cross-eyed. No one can see. Like, I don't think any of us could see. It was 6 a.m. What time was it?
To be
5:30?
fair, though, me and Liv did stay up for 24 hours.
I mean, Graydon did that just the day before.
Oh, the day before.
Yeah.
Did what?
We like did like the long travel day and then staying up late. Yeah. It's not built for everyone though. And you are so ready to go to this post game at 6 a.m.
Like,
You're like,
can I chill?
you go, can we just swing by for 10 minutes and then leave? I go, what's the point of that? Can you explain to me what the point of that would have been?
I just don't like to go home sometimes. Why did I just say it like that? Sometimes I just have trouble going home.
Wait, what?
Why don't
That didn't sound any better than the first one.
Why don't you guys like hit me when I do that? Can somebody like legit?
No, we try.
Can
We
someone,
try.
like, legit.
And then you're like, don't shame me.
Like,
You're like, don't look me in the eye when I do this.
like roundhouse fucking kick me.
No,
Fucking
last night-
knock me out.
Wait, I was making out with a boy all last night.
You always make out with that boy randomly when you see him
He's
like
hot.
once every 4
Wait,
years.
he's so hot.
He's like,
Wasn't he
sexy.
hot?
He's like a frat boy,
Graydon?
but grown up.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, it's like, is he really hot?
Yeah. What? Because of his, are you talking about like because of his TikTok presence? This is one thing I also need to stop doing is
Hooking up with
hooking
male
up
influencers.
with male influencers. It's so not me.
Do
but
not hook up with your coworkers.
One of the male
I know.
influencers asked Liv yesterday. Liv, he goes, "Where are you from?" Liv goes, "Rhode Island." He goes, "Oh, biggest state."
Oh my gosh.
She
He
goes,
goes so confidently, Lauren. The biggest state in the union. I go,
is it?
no.
Okay, so he gives me some pink stuff, and I don't really know what this pink stuff was. It was like after 2 babysitters left, that's when things went fucking sideways.
"Yeah,
Lauren, you're right. It's a pattern.
it is a pattern. It's like
Me and
It's-
Lauren leave and all hell breaks loose.
yeah." Graydon, if I left at 1:45 and I roundhoused you and said we have to leave, would you leave?
How would it
Probably
feel
not.
for you? Even if I agreed, I'd be like, Lauren, how dare you dictate this?
Graydon would be like, stop judging me.
You were telling me at 6 a.m., you go, you're no fun. You're no fun.
To you?
I go, I'm in a K-hole right now, and I am the voice of reason. How does that make any sense?
Graydon has
Wait, you fell in love with someone last night, too.
Who?
The one you thought looked like Bad Bunny?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he looked nothing. He was like from Montana.
And
He
then I
looked
looked
nothing like Bad
and then I
Bunny.
looked closer and I was like, wait, why am I talking to you?
Wait, he was kind of cute, but he was really into you. Didn't he say something to you?
He was like, you're not gonna put my cigarette in my mouth for me, and I was like, what the fuck do I look like?
He's like trying to flirt with you. You're like, no. Hold on. No, Hallie, the other night.
Tell the story.
Okay. Yeah, you're a great flirt.
Tell the story.
We're at the club. We're at Zenora. We're on a table.
Yeah.
And we're next to another table. And this guy that Hallie hooked up with in Aspen was there. And he's like gorgeous, beautiful, so sweet, like photographer. He's like cool. Like he's a cool guy. He's a cool dude. And Hallie's like, oh my God, look who's here. We're like, oh my God, cute. He's like staring at Hallie, like trying to get her attention. I'm like, Hallie, go get your man. She's like, absolutely the fuck not. I'm like, he wants to come over here. Should I like wave them over? They're like looking. Her back was to them and I was facing them. So I was like, let me just like come over. And Hallie goes, do not do that.
Well, once they're under my belt, I kind of just put them in the rear view.
Who was
Too
it?
far away.
Yeah.
He was like introducing you to his best friend.
Yeah.
He's like, "This is my childhood best
I'm
friend.
like,
I want you to
okay.
meet." You also kept looking at me, being like, "He's really cute." I'm like, "So go." No,
Was I in a bad mood?
I don't think
I
so.
think you were in a good mood.
No,
Maybe you
I
just
was in a
look,
great
maybe you
mood.
just weren't feeling it.
I don't want to like bring a guy back here. And you guys just hear all my lovemaking.
That's
Wait, Hallie, you
we
brought the
shared a
same
wall.
guy back in Aspen and we didn't hear you. The same guy.
we shared a wall.
The same man.
We heard Hallie walking up the stairs in Aspen, and she goes, "They have bunk beds in there."
Me and Lauren wake up. We're like, did she just tell him we're in bunk beds? She's like in this king size bed. She's like, the peasants are in there.
Yeah. What else did we hear her say? You said something else really funny.
She was like, yeah, fuck those bitches.
This was after like our big Aspen blowout fight, and I went out and brought a man back. That's,
Oh my God, it was right at.
Wait, guys, I
This
think it
was
was
the night before
before.
our
I think
fight.
we were fighting all weekend, to be honest.
I didn't want to fight.
It was the crash out of 2025.
It was the elevation. The
Yeah.
what's it called?
Dude,
Yeah,
I
the
swear it
altitude
fucks
got
you.
to
It
Hallie.
makes you shop. It makes you fucking...
Makes you fight with your best friends.
It makes you say crazy things, accuse people of lying, be a whore. It felt like...
I missed that part.
Well, I was a whore.
I
I made out with the pedicab driver.
I feel like
After I fucked
In-
Aspen guy.
in Aspen, I feel like you have to be a whore.
My favorite joke of that whole trip was that the pedicab driver grabbed us by our legs and dragged us down the stairs.
Stabbed us.
My favorite thing that we do is we take a joke and we escalate it so much.
I will
that by
take a
the
joke
end-
to a place that
Yeah.
you have like.
The crowd thought we were fighting the other night.
Wait, me and Hallie at the club the other night. We're going. And by the way,
And I get in her face. I'm like, yeah. And by the way, yeah.
And I
it
get in
looks
her
like from
face.
afar that I'm like yelling at her like in her face.
you were pointing at each other. We're going. And yeah.
Even Matt was like, "Are you good?
you guys
And I was
okay?
like, "Yeah." And
That's just how we speak.
And then you
That's
got
how
in
we
a
talk.
fist fight.
And by the way,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. We're going to talk about sex because this is what we do on this fucking podcast. Is we talk about fucking sex and dick and the lack thereof it. And there's an epidemic, okay? There's an epidemic going on. There's a lack of it, but there's an opulence of bad dick, okay? And I'm going after the bad dick. Sometimes the best dick is attached to the wrong men. And that is truth. Clip that.
Should
Okay.
we be concerned that there's like we're at Stagecoach and there's so many hot guys and like
There's so many fucking hot guys.
we can't catch a dick here?
The amount of like hot men here that are from Colorado, Nashville, like none of the ugliest guys go to New York.
Yeah, we
period.
saw the cutest group
Full
of
stop.
guys the first night at Zach Bryan. Me, Lauren, and
Every
Margot.
night.
And one of them came up to us, whatever. We were like, where are you guys from? We're like literally just wondering. He was like, Denver. I'm like,
Denver.
Yeah. They don't make them like you guys.
Where are
in
you
Like
at, little
it's
lady?
insane. Like
Little
actually,
lady.
and they're all tall. We're like trying to find Graydon. He's like
And
actually
their muscles.
He's
like,
not standing
period.
out
Go off.
because they're all fucking 6'5".
They are.
Yes, there's so many tall guys here.
My like goal, how I try to find you in a crowd is I look for the tallest thing.
Yeah.
And I was finding that yesterday I couldn't do that trick.
Maybe we have to move to like Austin.
I'm kidding.
Wait, what if we all of us moved to like a random city?
I think we should go on a trip to like Nashville at some point. Then.
Yeah.
I would love that.
I mean, maybe we have to go to Denver. We're gonna go to Nashville.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna go to Austin.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna go to Denver next winter. We're gonna ski a little bit, meet the hot men.
Let's go to Europe.
Europe, we're going, but that's not where the hot men are.
Let's go to the Alps.
Why not? Why are we going then?
No, they're there. They're daddies. They're there. But I'm saying in the U.S.
Yeah.
In the U.S., we're going to Austin, Nashville, Denver. Not
Okay.
that I.
Can we talk about
looking,
sex? I want
but-
to hear about your sex lives. I want to hear about that yeah. I want to hear about that yeah. I want to hear about that little pickle. Okay. Okay, guys. I'm gonna ask you guys questions, and you're just gonna answer. And if you don't want to answer, then
If you don't want to answer the question, take a sip of either your Poppy or your Corona.
yeah, I like that. I'm gonna answer too, just because I'm a woman of the people. Okay, let's start with Graydon. What's your dirtiest kink?
I don't have a kink.
I feel like you must have a kink. What is my dirtiest kink?
I think I know it.
Tell me.
Getting punched in the face.
That's probably one of. Yeah, I was gonna say like BDSM.
Do you have an aggression kink?
Yeah. Yes, I do. Only like in a sexual way where I'm all parties consented. I probably ask to get punched in the face.
Yes.
That's like an issue for me.
At least you're honest about it, you know?
Yeah. I'm open
At
about
least
it.
you are.
That actually, that really only occurred with like one guy.
Wait, can we talk about
The blood
blood
test.
test?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is my.
Hallie and I are going under the knife next week and we have to get our blood work done. Lauren, take it away.
Okay.
My blood.
Hallie gets her blood results back. Every category, it's out of normal range. Every category, she calls us to tell us about this.
I was
She
just.
Hallie goes, honestly, I showed up dizzy. I was already dehydrated. I need to go back. Like, I'll be fine in a week. We're like, Hallie, what were you doing? Like, gripping the walls, walking into the fucking,
Take my blood.
like, as if she was like stabbed, crawling through, what is it called? One Medical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Take
Hallie, you
it.
couldn't have had one glass of water before you went to get your blood work done to see if you passed for surgery? She's like, yeah, maybe I should have had a
So did you fail?
Water. No, wait. So
I sent the things to my dad.
yeah, what did he say?
He goes, I think she's super dehydrated.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. It's like not like my potassium was fine, my calcium, like all those were fine, which is an indicator of like bigger issues. But all the indicators that were on mine were like, you just haven't had a drink of water since like 97.
I asked him all the important questions. I was like, she has surgery. Can she go in? He goes, I don't see a problem. I was
No,
like,
I think
really?
they'll like still clear me for surgery.
I know. So what? So like all out of normal range is not that out of.
Honestly, that blood test was way overdue. I haven't gone to the doctors in over 3 years because they hate me and they always tell me something I don't want to hear. And I'm also like not good at health. So why go somewhere where like they just like yell at you for that?
They yell at you?
Like doctors yell at me. They say you're bad at health. And I say you're bad at doctor.
Hallie yells at her doctors.
Guys, I think we should talk about sex.
Hallie
Yeah,
talks
wait.
doctors out of being doctors.
I think we should get back into
Anyways,
sex.
my dirtiest kink.
BDSM.
All right, you go yours. What's your dirtiest?
Can I drink my poppy?
Yeah.
Why? You free?
I don't know.
I'm gonna take a sip.
My dirtiest kink.
You're a cuckold. Let's say that.
Oh,
That's
right. Lauren
she's a
likes
cuck-
to swing.
She's a cuckold.
Honestly, the older I get, the more I realize there's more swingers than we think. And I'm just gonna
They're
say it like
everywhere.
that. They're everywhere.
No, they're
I
everywhere.
have family friends come up to me being like, you know that so and so, like that's what they do. I'm like, oh, that's
Well, they have
I
swinger.
mean, I just don't think
That's
you.
my
swing.
family.
You've never been to a swinger party?
Well, they have them all the
I don't
time in
think I would.
Nantucket.
I don't really.
I've
Yeah,
been to
Nantucket is a
one.
big.
I like light up. There's this like underground culture that we just have never like.
Babe, I'll fucking tap in.
I know, but like I don't even know anyone that does that. Like watching Summerhouse. Like there's that new guy that like does like crazy shit like that.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, where did you come from?
I'm like, wait,
where are
where's
you
my
going?
invite?
Wait, can we?
I never got that
Hallie.
invite on Partyful, but I would like to join.
But-
I would do something like that, just like to try it. But like, how does that even work? Like, does everyone have to get like tested, or is it just kind of like
No,
you're
it's not an
winging it?
orgy.
No, it's like
no,
an
it is
orgy.
like it's like an orgy house.
It's an orgy house. I've actually heard of these things happening in New York, but like no one invites us. How many nudes do you send a month, Graydon? I want you to answer this one honestly.
Oh, I was gonna take a nap. A month?
Yeah. I feel like you fire off nudes.
Yeah.
Really?
Someone sent. Well, not like fire off. That's like kind of crazy. Yeah. Sometimes it's fun. You can like rekindle an old flame that way. You know, it's a good way to keep in touch with people, I think.
What?
Screaming. Like Liv says hi. Like when Liv says hi, Graydon says
Wait, can you tell your grinder story, or do you not want to tell the story? Like, this is why I don't think sending nudes is really like safe anymore.
Oh, because somebody sent me my own.
Yeah, like you were on Grinder,
Yeah.
and Graydon like matched with the guy. I mean, you tell the story. It's your story.
Somebody just messaged me my own pictures.
Like, did you? What did you reply to that?
I said, "What the fuck?" And then he blocked me.
It didn't go where I thought it was gonna go.
I'll have a private investigator look into it.
I said, "What the fuck?" And then he.
So if you're listening to this, I have your IP address.
This could also be a kink I have, but like gets me in a lot of trouble sometimes. Like, I always like have random men like I'll be like, let's record a sex tape.
Yeah.
Even if like they're not trustworthy.
You'll
or
also just send a nude.
yeah.
Yeah. You're like, yeah.
No, I don't send nudes anymore.
Oh, you haven't in a while?
I mean,
Ever since the Snapchat incident,
yeah, ever since the Snapchat incident of 2024, I stopped sending nudes.
that
I
will
just
go
like,
down in history
that
as
will
the
go-
craziest
that's a cold
situation.
case,
Yeah.
unsolved crime.
Yeah.
But now I'm like more wary about sending them and like having my phone, like all my images connected to my apps.
All your authenticators.
Yeah, I have like 19 authenticators for everything because I have PTSD from this.
Yeah.
But
I remember this one time my Snapchat got hacked and the hacker was threatening me with like all these naked videos. And I was
were they
like,
fire?
no. I looked at them and it wasn't even me. It was like my like college roommates like running around naked the house. I was like, oh, it's fine.
Lauren's like, post them.
Tag her.
He was like, send me another nude or I'm leaking this. I was like, okay.
You sent
It's
them
not
a
me.
nude? You
No.
sent your hacker a nude?
And then she sent a full frontal. Spread eagle.
It wasn't even me, but I wanted him to have the nude.
She said, "This isn't me, but like you can enjoy this. Have fun. Do what you will with this."
Do what you will.
Oh, I'm not worried, but here's one anyway.
No, sending nudes is like scary.
You're welcome. We're all crashing out. We'll be back.
Yeah, we're gonna take a little hiatus. I need to take some shots of tequila. We are going to come back, and you are going to see us
gonna
in a
hold you
different
to that.
state, and then we'll do like a
Bitch.
going to the grounds.
You're going to
segment.
see us really pretty.
and I'll take shots on camera. Love you guys.
Adeus.
BRB.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. We're back from that little intermission. We are pre-gaming right now. We're ready to get going. We're going to the grounds. What are they called? The grounds? Yeah. I feel like I'm dressing for comfort tonight. I'm wearing this little puffer McGee, and I don't care if I don't look like the best dressed there. I got my pictures.
You can't always be
You
best
can't always
dressed.
win.
You
I
can't always
also
serve
But you can try.
hot take. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
I like don't care about my outfits really. I don't. I will always serve face,
Serve.
but maybe outfit maybe not be a serve
Serve.
sometimes.
Well, it's just so like
Comfort is serving.
we wait around so long there, and our shoes are honestly like we're wearing boots, so
I'm chattering.
we need to
because
be
how cold I
comfy.
am.
Like we need to be warm.
I end up wearing that alpaca blanket. Can I say that?
Why wouldn't you be able to say alpaca?
Wait.
The fuck?
I don't want to offend anyone.
The alpacas
The
are
alpaca
fine.
community is really offended. And I identify as an alpaca.
Yeah. No, I just, you know what I mean? Like, you end up, like, being cold anyways, and then you're really not serving any cunt, so I don't even know.
No.
So who are we seeing today? We're seeing Luke Combs. I don't honestly, I know 3 country songs off the top of my head. I don't really know much about country music, but I hear that people are really excited to see him.
I'm excited.
Really? He sings God's Country.
I hope he does his cover of Fast Car.
Margot's here. She's my college roommate. She holds all the vault. She holds the key to the vault to all my secrets. She's seen everything. Yay! Welcome, Margot.
Welcome.
Everyone say hi to Margot.
Everyone say hi to Margot.
Hi, Margot.
Yeah.
What'd you say about ski mask?
No, we said that one time we would bring Margot on and put like a
mask
ski
over
mask
her head.
over her head and lower her voice.
Well, now we can't do that, Lauren, because everyone will know it's her.
The cover has been looked.
The cover.
You should not work in the FBI, Lauren. But Margot, let's talk about last night because I was trying to debrief with Graydon was nonverbal and like just mumbling sounds at me.
Joggers.
Joggers.
But
Joggers.
let's go over last night because they left us
Yeah.
and they were our babysitters.
And
One thing about
the
Margot
babies
is-
went wild.
The babies went wild in the function.
We're on the town.
Yeah.
Hallie and Margot do this voice that they used for like 8 months of college with like no breaks.
Yeah.
Do it.
Oh, you need to stop there.
Oh, well, I gotta go to the gecko tonight. It's gonna be really
What? I'm dying.
Wait, Margot sounds cute.
Will you be at the gecko later?
loud. It's gonna be alright.
You sound like a cartoon.
For anyone listening right now, they're probably like, what the fuck is going on?
This is a them thing.
You know what it sounds like?
Let's
You
let them
know
have
the
it.
movie Spy Kids?
Yeah.
Oh my
You-
god,
the thumbs.
What are they called? The Fooglies.
Yeah, it sounds like Fugly.
We also
David and Carmen Cortez.
we went through so many different accents.
Sorry.
New York accents too. It'd be like, oh, I can't.
Margot.
Yeah. Oh, Hallie, are we going to the function?
Yeah. We like, oh my god, who are you bringing to the date party tonight? You're gonna dress like a big slut.
You sound like Jennifer
You look
Coolidge.
like a whore.
You guys
You
just
sound like
Jennifer
a
Coolidge.
Long Island like
Slut. We like, oh my god, you look like such a
you
whore.
little motherfucker.
Talking on normal voices.
No, yeah.
It's not as fun.
But like boys didn't like it.
I like love it. Can you pull it out tonight? I think it's
Yeah.
cute and funny and it makes me laugh.
Yeah. But yeah, we lived in the Minerva. We lived together for how many years? Like 4. And then we were roommates in New York. And that was crazy. We had a psychotic roommate. I hope she's watching this because I know she
say
does.
say her full legal name.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Let's say her name is Sarah. Oh wait, this is actually good story time. Let's buckle up, everyone. Strap in. She was like a sociopath, like lied about everything. She was hooking up with your ex-boyfriend's brother. So there was some connection there. And then you guys were going through a breakup. Not a breakup, but like you were still kind of talking and like kind of hooking up, right? Like kind of like in a weird like limbo, you know, like the limbo post-breakup area where you're like kind of talking but not talking. Like wasn't it during that?
We weren't hooking up, but it was,
Fresh.
yeah.
Yes. The wound was open and she was there with the salt. And she was like, let me make that wound burn. She would like be in her room and like we lived in a very small apartment, like a 400 square foot like box, 3 bedroom, 1 bathroom. It was basically a fucking functioning closet. She would FaceTime like these brothers in the room and leave the door open and be like, so and so, are you hooking up with any girls? Like, oh my god, that girl's so pretty, you should hook up with her. Like knowing Margot could hear like the stories going on.
Well, good riddance. That sounds like really bad energy. in the
Yeah,
house.
and I unfollowed her and everything.
Well, maybe we should put her
But like,
at.
I feel like that's such a
Just
thing
kidding.
though. Like people move to New York and a lot of people just like find roommates on Facebook Marketplace, right?
Oh,
I thought this was in your dorm.
with her.
We purchased her on Facebook Marketplace.
She was $350. Okay, so what's the plan for tonight? You know who texted me? One of the daddies.
Oh.
Yeah, let's
Wait,
talk about
tonight
the
though,
daddies.
we have to leave really early in the morning.
Yeah, but
So happy you're thinking
but
logically.
there's daddies.
But there's a daddy in town.
Will they pay us?
Daddy's in town.
Will they pay us? Are we escorts now?
Will they pay us?
All right, wait, honest question.
I didn't mean to say that. Like, why would I say that? Do I look like a fucking hooker, Graydon? No.
Will they pay us?
Will they gift us?
Of what?
Jewel-
When we first moved to New York, everyone did think I don't know if we talked about this.
Yeah, we
Everyone
did.
think that me and Hallie were escorts.
But like we kind of were, but like we were
waiting for
escorts for vibes. Like
For vibes.
You know, everything is about like exchange of goods.
For
We
networking.
brought them
Vibes.
Yeah. We did not bring them mouth or
No.
pussy.
We-
But like we
in
brought them
return-
vibes.
Yeah, and in return, we networked.
Yeah, and they paid for our things.
You were a vibe worker, not a sex worker. You were a vibe worker.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
I'm working
escorts
the
don't
vibes.
sleep with
In the-
our
their
career.
clients.
No, that is our career. I
vibe
carried the vibe.
curator.
But I did end up.
Professional vibe
I did hook up with that one, the one that texted me today. He's here. I think we need to stop referring to daddies as like 36.
daddy.
No, daddy should be above the age of 45.
Daddy. He's a young daddy.
We used to go on like brand trips with the daddies. I felt like before, like I was in social media and anything, we would go to Miami. Like we spent a lot of time
You
at
guys,
the Faina.
I'm so bored.
The Faina. We spent a lot of time at the Faina in both wings. Wait, no, what's he saying?
I'm so bored.
Why would you say that?
I'm all the way over here.
Come here, come in.
No, it's fine.
Why would you say that on my show? They're gonna clip that.
He was so bored.
I just have to be honest. Let's play beer pong.
Graydon took like the truth serum.
Wait, guys, we should.
Lauren from Meet the Falkers, the truth serum. He's like, I'm bored. You all look like shit. And I don't want to go to it.
I never said that.
You did.
You try being an influencer for a day.
All right. Should we land this plane?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's end this segment with rapid fire hot takes. Okay, guys? I'm just gonna ask the group, and you guys can all just pitch in. What's the number one thing that makes a guy a walking green flag?
He's nice to his mom and calls her every day.
He's nice to his mom and calls him every day.
Calls his mom every day.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is a good one. How they treat their mother is also very reflective on how they treat you.
Yeah, but that's a line you got to teach her.
And like, do you think they
carefully.
should be like submissive to their father?
Jesus.
What?
Wait.
What?
I'm so confused.
Not sexually.
That sounded very.
Like, do you think they should? Do you know what I
Like
mean?
obey their dad.
Yeah.
No, I think they should be their own man. I think they should be like getting along. Like.
Okay, scratch that. Keep going.
Okay. What's okay, that was weird for me.
I need to stop.
sounded like burps Graydon.
How do you make someone obsessed with you?
Make them come.
No, literally ignore them.
Yeah.
Don't text back. Don't initiate plans. Be bland.
But not too bland.
But be nice.
Ugh, I
Be, like,
disagree.
sweet. Be nice.
No, literally, how I scare men off is I either initiate plans or I reply too quickly.
I think be hard to get a hold of, but then be like really sweet when you're with them.
You know what I mean?
And they're like,
I
literally,
answer really quickly and I initiate plans.
if
They
you
hate
if
me.
you want to get rid of a guy, just be like, hey, let's hang out next weekend. They're gone. Goodbye.
I will say that the second I started kind of like pulling away from Jordan is when he was more interested. So I would say like keep it.
Why can't it be easy?
Why can't it be easy? I'm easy. I'm easy.
But if somebody wasn't,
that
if
easy.
somebody wasn't answering me,
lie.
I would.
What?
If somebody was playing hard to get,
It
I
should
would
be
just
easy,
block
but it's not
them.
easy.
You're special. It's not often.
I don't want to play a fucking game.
Welcome.
What's quick advice for surviving a Sunday scary hangover?
Get a
Masturbate.
drink.
What'd you just say?
Get a drink.
I said dumplings.
To masturbate.
Ooh, Chinese food.
I think any reality TV on a Sunday just cures me.
Yeah.
But like,
takeout.
I've had scaries.
I think if you have scaries on a Sunday, just call out of work on Monday,
Or keep drinking and then have a Monday scary.
That's
and then you can just stay in
profound,
bed.
Graydon.
Yeah. Oh my god, can we talk about the time we got blasted at Due West? She left her phone in an Uber. My phone was disabled.
For 3 hours.
Yeah, for 3 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Guys, I actually
What
got
was I
hammered then,
doing?
too,
What did you
on
try
a
to do?
Sunday?
You were responsible though.
No, I wasn't.
I was doing
I was still
key bumps in the bathroom of like the restaurant we were at on a Sunday afternoon.
We closed it.
We closed it down. They said, I think, yeah. They were like, get out.
Yeah.
They were like, you will root.
I heard I was dead.
Do you have any more questions,
Yeah,
Hallie?
you were dancing and we were sitting on someone's lap. Dude, Graydon, just leave.
Yeah, Graydon, what?
What's something non-sexual that turns you on?
When Jordan tells me about the stock markets. I'm like,
When
you're
your boyfriend tells you about the stock markets, you're like, you're so knowledgeable.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like?
get it.
That's insane. I would say like driving a
didn't know that
car.
before,
I like when a guy drives a car for some reason.
What turns me on non-sexually?
Everything turns me on. Even that tripod right there, holding up the camera to record this
Honestly,
podcast.
like everything turns me on. Sorry.
Okay.
Everything.
How should we end this? What's a sex tip more people need to hear?
A what?
A sex tip.
Let loose, baby.
Don't ignore the balls. Right? The mochi balls. Put them in your mouth.
Don't overthink things. Just do. Like, just do. Don't overthink it. Oh my God. This man is having the time of his life. It does. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like girls get so in their head when they're having sex, and guys are literally just happy to be there.
Guys are just like, fuck yeah.
They're like, fuck yeah, pussy.
So like, do
Yeah.
what you want to do and have fun. Have fun.
What's one sex tip you would give, Graydon, that people should do more?
To guys,
Yeah.
bitch, I don't have sex. I don't know.
What else?
Is that it?
Is that it? Threesomes. Does it have to be someone random or can it be a friend?
I think it should be right.
It should be random
should
if
be
you're in like a
Raise
really
your
serious
hand
relationship.
if you've had a three-way.
We had one together.
Margot, lift your hand up.
She doesn't want to lift her hand.
Oh.
You were my first experience with that after me and what's his face broke up. And I was like, I don't want to do this alone. And you were like,
What was his name?
I'll do it with you.
Wait, that's cute.
No, that's literally girly thing.
You didn't
Margot,
want to have
that's
sex after your
cute.
boyfriend?
I was like, I was going through a breakup and I was like scared to like venture new penis by myself.
Yeah.
And Margot like thought he was really hot. So I was like, wait, shall we conquer him together? Remember, he was so excited too. Do you don't remember any of this?
No, I do.
I remember like we're lying down in the bed together and we're like at each other. It's just like giggling. We were like this. And he's like, what's going on? And we're like, yeah, get down there, bitch.
Stay down.
Remember, he was so upset he ran into to tell Robbie.
Get down.
He's like, guess what no, he was on the phone with his friend. Guess what just happened? You'll never believe this. He's like, you'll never believe this. Let's end this episode with like some words of wisdom. Graydon, take it away from us.
It's been a long 3 days, you guys. You know, we're very happy to be in the desert.
Yeah.
Gonna get all country with each other.
Shout out DSW. Show the boots.
Shout out to DSW. Look at all
out
of our
DSW.
beautiful, beautiful shoes. We love a motherfucking boot.
We love a motherfucking boot.
I love my boots, they be walking.
But what a privilege it is to be in the desert with some of your closest friends
Yeah.
listening to great music.
We've been really connecting spiritually and physically.
Physically, yes.
Physically, lots.
We had sex.
Graydon and Hallie fucked last night.
Clip this. Hallie and I finally had sex.
Yeah.
We tried to have a slumber party.
Yeah.
Graydon had to go.
Wait. So apparently last night we were all in Hallie's bed and I said, I got up and I left and I said, I have to go home. And I was being serious? I was like, I'm going home.
We're laying in our, we're like, Graydon, stay slumber party. He's like, I have to go home. I'm like, we are home.
Like I probably left the door and I was like, wait, I am home.
And then we woke up to pizza crust.
Yeah, there's pizza crust all over my bed.
That might have been like, where did you guys get pizza? We brought the leftovers.
Remember I made us bring the leftovers?
Yeah.
Chasing you.
Okay, guys.
Yes.
Anyways, I love you all. Thank you for tuning in again. As always, you can watch on YouTube, like, subscribe, all the good things, comment, be nice. But also, and listen to in all the other platforms. But yeah, I love you guys so much. And thank you guys for sitting with me. This is so much fun. And let's go get fucked up. Woo!
Woo!
Let's go get
Yeehaw!
fucking cross-eyed.
Love you
Bye,
guys.
you guys. Love you.
Bye.